Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video, right here, on the home of all things ranting, PG Rants. Thank you all for watching. Make sure, make sure you like this video. Hit the subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and share this video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload, and YouTube can send out my videos so you'll be the first one to watch. And you can leave a comment, leave a few questions for future Q&A about wrestling or about any other topic you want. For TGC 150 coming up in a few episodes. We're at 144 right now, so probably about another month or so. We'll get up to episode 150 and we'll do another Q&A hopefully. But it's all up to you guys. Send in questions, lots of questions down below on this video or any one of my future videos coming up. Or hit me up via Twitter at my Twitter link in the description box below. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, on this late Friday night, June the 21st, 2019, summer has started. First day of summer has came and went, and now the days are going to be shorter and shorter and shorter all the way up until winter. So you thought today, tonight went down at 9 o'clock. The sun went down at 9 o'clock tonight. You ain't gonna get that for another year. By the time October hits, we'll be getting down to like 5 o'clock. Not really 5 o'clock, about 6 o'clock. So, and then when we turn the clock back, it'll be 4 o'clock. We won't have much time to go outside and have fun. So by the time if you have a night job, you're going to work in the dark. Sucks for you, but it is what it is. So, on this edition of the PG Rants channel, with your gorgeous host, Peter Gilmore, that's me, I want to talk about our good buddy, no, not that guy, not Sean's Entertainment. No, we're not going to talk about him today. We're going to talk about Shane McMahon. Yes, Mr. Shane McMahon is in the news. And, yeah, he's been getting a lot of hate lately from the people in the YWC. And in his own company. Now, that's why I titled this rant, Shane McMahon Rant. Because he's been getting a lot of freaking airtime over the last few months. Lots of airtime. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's him feuding with The Miz, WrestleMania time, Fastlane and all that other crap, or it's his current feud with Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre and Elias. I mean, you turn on Raw, and the first thing you see is Shane McMahon for 20 minutes. Talking out of his ass, saying he's the best in the world! Taking up 20 minutes of your precious time and your airtime, and everybody else on the roster's airtime. And then later on, like in the second or third hour, you'll see him again, cutting another 10-minute promo. Another 5 to 10 minute segment that bores the hell out of us. And then, he might be in a main event match. Like Drew McIntyre will face Roman Reigns, and he'll be at ringside with Elias. And he'll just be he'll still be on our TV for another 5 to 15, 20 minutes. With commercials, of course. And getting to the point where some of the people on the roster, and even the people that don't get TV time, like Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, and like EC3, they're getting shut out because they're not getting any TV time, and they're getting pissed off because they're not getting TV time and they're not being used. So Shane's taking everybody's time, and you got a 3-hour show, you gotta book accordingly, you gotta book your talent, you gotta book your storylines and to fill 3 hours with matches and segments and talk show crap. And most of the show is Shane fucking McMahon. And you know why he's getting all this attention? Because of Vince. Vince is giving his good old boy the rub. That's why he won Best in the World, because he's Shane McMahon. They didn't want to give it to somebody like The Miz. Should have won it, but you know they gave the Best in the World trophy to Shane. He runs with it, thinks he's CM fucking Punk and Chris Jericho combined. So those guys are way better than him. And he goes on. He's winning matches. That he really should lose. I mean, he beat The Miz 3 times. At Fastlane and WrestleMania. Then there was another match, I believe. He beat Roman Reigns at Super Showdown. He's gaining so much momentum right now, and people are thinking that this is gonna play out to where he beats Kofi Kingston for the WWE title, and gets the WWE title. And if he does win the title, the ratings are gonna go further in the tank. Nobody's gonna watch Raw or SmackDown with Shane McMahon as champion. No way. The same thing if Brock Lesnar beats Seth Rollins for the Universal title, which he's probably going to be doing. It could happen this Sunday. Could happen this Sunday at Stomping Grounds. It could happen at Extreme Rules, and it probably will happen at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar is going to become a 3-time Universal Champion. Hold the title hostage for another year. Who's going to beat him? Braun Strowman? No. Going to be Roman Reigns? Probably not, because I think Roman might go after the WWE title and win it by the end of the year. Hell, I would even say if Shane does win the belt, I think Roman will be the first one to beat him. So it ain't going to be a guy like Randy Orton and his monotonous voice, or AJ freaking Styles. AJ might be turning heel soon. You can see it in those promos that he cut on the club this past Monday night, and we saw him on SmackDown. So, but most of the roster are quote unquote infuriated with Shane McMahon getting all the TV time. No wonder they want to go to freaking AEW. They want out. Because they're not getting any TV time. They're not getting used. And I feel bad for people like EC3, who should be freaking in the IC or US title picture. He's just being used as comedy relief. It's just sad. He had that one good match when it was in NXT, that ladder match for the North American title, where he did pretty damn good. And then he gets brought up to the main roster for no apparent reason, because he really didn't do anything in NXT, besides that one match. And he's just being used as a joke. He's holding freaking pimp cups, drinking whatever water or whatever it's in there. Piss, I don't know what's in that freaking cup. That's why freaking guys like Sean Spears, Mr. Ty Dillinger, Mr. The Perfect 10. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, that's why he left, even though he was injured and they didn't have anything for him. That's why Ty Dillinger left. People want to go to AEW, and really Vince doesn't want anybody to go. Vince is freezing all freaking contracts, or extending contracts, like he did with Luke Harper. Sasha Banks is not there anymore. So she's talked to Vince, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe Sasha comes back at Stomping Grounds and returns as a heel and beats up Bayley. You never know. We haven't seen her since WrestleMania, so now she kind of went away, and she became Mercedes. That's her real name. Is she gonna come back? I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, if I was an employee in the WWE, not an independent contractor as most people say they are. They have contracts, so they are an employee. if if I was a member of the WWE and I wasn't getting used on TV, I was barely on TV, jobbing to guys like Lars Sullivan and Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, and then I got pushed further down into the low to the curtain jerkers and guys that just don't get put on 205 Live and Main Event superstars. I don't even know that show's around anymore. I was regulated to that, and I had to see like a big, a top executive like Shane McMahon or Vince McMahon or even Triple H or Stephanie McMahon taking up my TV time. I would freaking say, I want the fuck out. I want out. I don't want to sit here on my ass doing nothing. I could be on TV in that same fucking slot as Shane, Triple H, Vince, or Stephanie. Even Linda McMahon. Linda McMahon hasn't been seen in years. I don't even remember the last time we saw Linda McMahon. Don't count the Hall of Fame, because that doesn't count. I'm talking about on Raw or SmackDown, or a pay-per-view. I haven't seen Linda McMahon in a long time. We probably would never see her at this rate, because, she's had 3 horrible Senate campaigns, I should say. And now she's working for Trump, supposedly. But, we're never going to see her again. Stephanie we see once in a while. Triple H we see once in a while. Vince we see once in a while. And now it's just the Shane McMahon show. Every freaking week. Every pay-per-view. Every Raw and SmackDown. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up on NXT. To take up 30 minutes of NXT. When NXT is a 1-hour show. Or if it's a TakeOver 2-hour show. Or a special event, it's a 2-hour show. Surprised he hasn't invaded NXT. And people will be pissed if he went to NXT. To further prove himself as the best in the world! I probably just gave him an idea now, but fuck. So, I probably just did give him an idea, so fuck me. Yeah, ladies, fuck me, please. Because I know a lot of ladies want to fuck me. That's why I'm such a hell of a guy. But I digress. But, this whole thing, Shane McMahon needs to get off TV. I think, this whole best of the world thing is getting too much. His ego is beyond skyrocketed. Like, completely to the moon right now. And the payoff will probably be him beating Kofi Kingston, maybe at SummerSlam for the WWE title, and becoming the greater best in the world. And then we'll have to put up with Shane McMahon for another 3 months, or however long he holds that damn belt. Because he's going to hold the belt for a long time. So Kofi will get his rematch. He'll lose the rematch. If it does happen at Clash of Champions, or maybe Hell in a Cell. And Shane is just going to hold it for probably the rest of this year. If it does happen. Which might, like I said, it might happen. I don't want it to happen because the ratings will just continue to suck. Personally, I don't care because, anybody as the champ will suck, except for if it's like guys like Adam Cole, baby! Because Adam Cole brings ratings. But look what he's doing with NXT. NXT is the greatest show on earth right now. Also, guys like Adam Cole, guys like the Undisputed Era, like Johnny Gargano. The indie guys are doing something. Not, all these fucking marks and the YWC and then these so-called WWE fans giving indie guys like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Cesaro all this other shit to say, oh, they don't bring ratings, they're not good as champ. It's not their fault that the ratings stink. It's not their fault because they're the champion. The ratings stink. It's because of creative and booking and Vince McMahon. They're booking them horribly. Why do you think the ratings were so bad when Kevin Owens was Universal Champion? Was it because of Kevin Owens? No. Because he was booked incorrectly. And then they had that whole thing with Jericho. When he was U.S. champ. It would have been better if it was Universal Champion fighting Jericho for the Universal title at WrestleMania instead of the U.S. title. They ruined Kevin Owens. He brought him up. He beat the crap out of Cena once, twice. He beat him at I believe it was Money in the Bank, and then he lost the last two matches, which I don't know why he lost those matches to Cena. Because Cena is Super Cena. Yes, he uses Super Cena spinach. They buried Kevin Owens. They buried Bray Wyatt when Bray Wyatt was going after Cena. Sami Zayn really didn't go anywhere when he came up. Had that horrible feud with Bobby Lashley and that stupid segment with Bobby Lashley's sisters. And that was fucking stupid. And now Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are together and are facing Big E and Xavier Woods at Stomping Ground. Doing a pointless freaking feud with the New Day. Kevin Owens should be going after the WWE title, not freaking boring feuds with the New Day. Same thing with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn should be going after the Intercontinental title. He should be feuding with Finn Balor. I don't understand why he's not. I mean, you got guys like Aleister Black doing fucking nothing. The promos. Same thing with Bray Wyatt. Just doing the Firefly Funhouse, which is one of the highest rated segments on Raw. Next to the 24/7 stuff. And by the way, congratulations R-Truth becoming a 6-time champ. I knew he was going to crash the wedding. I just knew it. And get ready, he was going to become a 7-time champ soon. 10 more to break Ric Flair's record. 10 more, it's coming. Hashtag 17-time champ. I don't know who's booking this thing with the Universal title, but I would give him a freaking handshake. It's somewhat entertaining. You got the same guys as the champion. It's entertaining. Now we're going to see what happens at Stomping Grounds if they have a segment with R-Truth. Did he lose it for a 7th time? It's going to go back and forth, and Truth's going to win it like 10 more times and become the greatest champion ever. Even though it's not really a world title. He's going to become a 17-time 24/7 champion. Mark my words. Is anybody else with the title? It just sucks. just have R-Truth hold the belt for like 2 years. It's sad. It is, like I said, I also, the guys with NXT, they're getting shut out. They came off from NXT, I'm saying. They're getting shut out. When was the last time we saw Shinsuke Nakamura? Or Rusev? And Rusev fucking hates the company right now. Rusev and Lana fucking hate the company right now. They're taking to Twitter. They're like saying, "Oh, well, I'm not an employee. I'm not part of the company." That tells you something. That Rusev wants out. Rusev and Lana want to go to AEW. I don't blame them. Put them in AEW. They'll probably be better off. Put Shinsuke back in Japan. Freaking Hideo Itami, Kenta, went back to Japan. He's in the G1. Same thing with John Moxley, Dean Ambrose. Shinsuke's doing nothing. And he hasn't done nothing since he came up. He came up to the main roster. He had that one big feud with AJ, and that was it. Won the U.S. title twice, and then his reigns were really bad. And the way they booked him and AJ, the stupid thing with the whole nut shot thing. I mean, really, come on. What the fuck is that about? We haven't seen Shinsuke in months. I think the last time we saw Shinsuke was at WrestleMania. Because I don't even think he was in that 50-man Rumble. If he was, I missed it. Same thing with Rusev. Aiden English, we haven't seen in months. Heath Slater, we finally saw on Raw. Heath Slater. Rhino, I don't know what's going on with Rhino. I think he's like part-time. I don't know what he's doing. Dana Brooke got busted wide open on main event. You know, she's not being used. She's just being put on the freaking C show. You know, they put these nobodies like Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil on a show that nobody fucking cares about and watches, except for I don't want to bring his name up, but Andre Gobil, because he does main event highlights. I mean, but really, who watches main event? Like saying, who watches 205 Live? I don't watch it. I really don't care about the cruiserweights. You know, the guy that holds the belt wrestled in Brooklyn and in Long Island, Tony Nese. I've seen Tony Nese fight in Brooklyn for Evolve and for Five Borough Wrestling. But Shane, getting back to Shane, I went off a tangent. I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck. But they really need to cut it out with Shane McMahon. He was in every fucking segment. Whether him getting chased by Roman, or in the ring getting beat up by Roman, or beating Roman up, or with Elias, with Drew McIntyre now. And he's going to help Drew in his match with Roman at Stomping Grounds. He's going to play a part. There's a rumor that he might be the special guest referee for Universal title match between Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. So he's getting more TV time. Because they're going to have like a 15-minute match. So he's going to be on your TV for about 25 minutes for that match. Because the entrances, of course. Then you're going to see him in a probably 15 to 20-minute match with Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. And if he has an interview segment earlier in the night, that's more time. It's another 3 to 5 minutes. And you got other matches to fill in that 3, maybe 4 hour slot. It's just too much. And I agree with some of the wrestlers that they're infuriated. I'll be pissed off too. It's like back in the day when Cena was running rampant with the belt. We saw Cena in almost every other segment. All the time, getting all the TV time. Roman getting all the TV time. He's been on Raw and SmackDown all the time now. Except for he was on SmackDown this week. You know, some people need to stop having long segments and being on every freaking segment. Just have it in one or maybe two segments tops. Whether it be a match, and then a aftermath segment, aftermath interview with like Caleb Braxton or Totally Caruso, you know, or Sarah Schreiber or Dasha Fuentes or whoever. It doesn't matter. Don't let them be on every freaking segment or every freaking week. I know you have to further the storyline because your pay-per-view is like 2 weeks apart, which is stupid. The WWE pay-per-view schedule is just too much. You have a big-time pay-per-view, and then you have like 2 to 3 weeks build for the next pay-per-view, and then 2 weeks later you have another pay-per-view. And then 2 weeks later you have another pay-per-view. I mean, it's too much. That's why I hate these B-level pay-per-views. Some people say it's a B-level pay-per-view. It's a stupid pay-per-view name, too. It should be just left as Backlash. And you have these stupid pay-per-views like the Saudi Arabia shows and the Australian show, which is coming up later this year. This will be summertime by October, November. Down in Australia, mate. So they're gonna do another show in Australia probably in November. I don't know what they're gonna call it. And then they're gonna go to Saudi Arabia again. I don't know if it's later this year or next year. Yeah, but it's just sad that Shane's getting all this TV time. And guess what? We're going to see more of this because guess what the next pay-per-view is? Extreme Rules. And guess what the match is going to be? Roman Reigns taking on Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre in a handicap match. So we're going to see more Shane on TV. And then at SummerSlam, the same thing. We're going to see more Shane. And probably at Classic Champions as well. In September. Maybe going into Hell in a Cell and going into the Survivor Series. And that Australian show. It's never going to end. We're going to see more of Shane McMahon every single week, every single segment. And that's why these storylines that are going on around, that go on are not getting a lot of build. Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin doesn't have that much build. You look at Samoa Joe and Ricochet, not much build there. You just had Ricochet win the number one contender spot for the U.S. title, and then having him get choked out. They did nothing on SmackDown. The whole thing with the SmackDown tag titles, you got Heavy Machinery and Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, not much build there. Only like maybe 2 weeks worth of build just to get to the match. I remember back in the day when feuds lasted feuds would get built up every freaking week. And you have a pay-per-view like 3 months later, you start the build and you build on it every freaking week until the pay-per-view. Back in the day, back in the Attitude Era, they did that. Back in the Ruthless Aggression Era, they did that. But ever since the PG era started, they just sucked. Why, you ask? Because a lot of people are getting TV time. Too much TV time. Whether it be Triple H, whether it be Cena, Roman Reigns, whether it be The New Day. It could be anybody. They're getting too much TV time. Too much. That's why I hate this, this wild card rule. I hate it. I wish it would be abolished. Bring back the brand split. I'm tired of seeing the same people on Raw and SmackDown every freaking week. Whether it be Shane, whether it be Roman, whether it be, it doesn't matter. I want to watch, if somebody's on Raw, I want to see them on Raw. If they're on SmackDown, I want them to be on SmackDown. I don't want to see them merge or go on to other shows. I liked it back in the day when we had the brand split. And everybody was on Raw, everybody was on SmackDown, and, we didn't have this. This whole wild card rule is a joke. It's stupid. That's what I think of it. That's what I think of it. You probably didn't hear that, but whatever. As you go. Wildcard rule needs to be stopped, and in my personal opinion, I think Shane McMahon needs to get off TV. He's taking too much TV time. He's taking too much time from all these low-level, low to mid-card wrestlers like Kevin Owens and like Sami Zayn and like the like. You can't have Shane in 3-4 segments. It's irritating. Including a match. No one wants to see Shane all the time. What do you think we haven't seen Kairi Sane and Asuka and Paige that we saw him this past Tuesday on SmackDown? Because they have no time. And they're not getting booked correctly. Why are we not getting a women's tag title match at the pay-per-view? I don't know. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to say. The WWE is fucked up as it is. SmackDown got a 1.75 rating this week. Not good. The show was garbage. Raw did a little bit better, but not much better. There's no consistency in the WWE. There's none. Like one week Raw will be good. The next week they'll be shit. One week SmackDown will be good. The next week they'll be shit. And then the week after that they'll be shit. And the cycle continues. That's why the ratings are bad. Because the WWE can't put on a good show anymore. You can't come to me and say, "Oh, it's because of the indie guys." I'm starting to lose my voice. Excuse me. But you can't say it's because of the indie guys. It's not because of the indie guys. It's not because of Kofi Kingston being the champion. It's not because of that. It's not because of Seth Rollins. Not because of Seth Rollins being champion. It's not because of them. Or anybody else that's champion, like Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, because they're indie guys, right? They hold the belts now. They're indie guys. They hold the belts. They suck. Get the fuck out of here. Second. You can't come to me and say the indie guys are ruining Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and ruining the WWE. You can't tell me that. Because they're not. It's WWE creative and WWE booking. And it's Vince McMahon. They're putting out the product that you see every Monday and Tuesday night. And on pay-per-view. They're booking these segments with Shane McMahon. It's not Shane McMahon himself. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe Shane is booking himself like that. I don't know. He is Shane McMahon. He is Mr. Egomaniac himself. He comes from a line of egomaniacs. And Hunter, Hunter is in the family, so he counts as an egomaniac. No offense, Hunter, but whatever. This is why the WWE is tanking right now. They just suck. See, when AEW comes around, when their TV show starts in October, which is going to be a 2-hour show, it's going to be good. They're going to give enough time to their stars. They're not going to come out and have Young Bucks or Cody or Kenny or Hangman Page come out for a 20-minute promo, and then you'll see him in the back for another promo, or you'll see him in the back again with another promo. They're going to cut each segment the way it has to be. They know what they're doing. They're not going to put the Bucks on TV every freaking week. They're not going to put Cody on the show every week, or Kenny, because they got a big roster, a gigantic roster like the WWE has. They got a pretty decent roster. You know, you're going to see guys like Sonny Kiss. You're going to see Nyla Rose on TV every week, but every once in a while, she's going to be in those slots. Guys like Orange Cassidy, guys like Darby Allin. You know, guys like what's his name? Sammy Guevara. Hangman Adam Page, you're gonna see him every so often. Jon Moxley, you're gonna see him in some segments. Not all of them, but just enough to fill the time. You know, the tag team division is gonna be highlighted. If they have the women's title is gonna be highlighted. You know, they're gonna have Nyla Rose, like Britt Baker, like Brandy, like the Japanese chicks. I don't remember the names. Riho and I don't know, whatever the other girl's name is, and the like. They're gonna have time for the women. They're gonna have time for guys like Sonny Kiss and Nyla Rose and blah 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 blah. Awesome Kong. They're gonna make time for them. You might not see them every week, but they're gonna make time for them. That's why AEW is gonna be way better than WWE programming when October comes around. It's getting very close to October. We got about 4 months away. We're at the end of June right now. June 22nd as of this recording. So we got 4 months. We got all of July, all of August, and all of September. Really 3 months, but whatever. You get where I'm coming from, hopefully. WWE is just fucked up. And Shane McMahon being on TV every freaking week, every freaking segment is just overkill. It's overkill. The same thing with Roman, the same thing with Cena, or Orton, or Triple H. It gets to the point where people don't want to see these guys on TV every week, every segment. Taking up 20, 30 minutes of somebody else's time that they could be in a match. It doesn't have to be a great match, a long match. It could be a 5-minute match. Apollo Crews versus, EC3. Instead of a 20-minute segment with Shane McMahon, why don't you have a 5-minute suckfest match? Apollo Crews and EC3, or with Drake Maverick and R-Truth. Or have a really sucky match with Lana and Carmella. Book something. Just book something other than Shane McMahon or something else. Or any other wrestler. Fill your time with your talent. Just don't let them sit there doing nothing and collecting a paycheck. Hell, I freaking stay at home collecting a paycheck if I was going to be used on TV a lot. I'm like, hey, I'm making my money. I don't care. I don't have to come into work. You're not going to use me? I'm staying home. Oh, my time is going to be used for Shane McMahon. Oh, then why am I here? Why am I here? I should be put in that fucking 20-minute slot. Put me in a 5 to 10 minute match. I don't care if I lose or win. It doesn't matter. I'm on TV. I'm not sitting at home doing nothing. I'm not sitting in the back, sitting in Titus Catering doing nothing. Fiddling with my fingers, or if I'm Ricochet, putting my thumb up my ass. Fingering my own asshole. That guy's disgusting. Fucking disgusting, Prince Puma is. Good lord. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my rant. Shane McMahon, you can go fuck yourself. You need to get off TV and let others that are more deserving of some airtime get some fucking airtime. Get off the TV. Go back to being with your kids and your wife, and doing what you do behind the scenes in WWE with Vince and Triple H and company. Just don't be on TV anymore. But you know, my words to his ears, and my words probably won't matter to them. But my voice is going to be heard. I want Shane McMahon off TV. And I'm not going to get it. I know I'm not going to get it for the next 3 to 4 months. Because of the way the storyline is going. The way the storyline, the feud's going. I'm not going to see it. I'm going to see Shane McMahon on my TV on Raw and SmackDown. And you know what I'm going to do? Click! 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 Get him off! Get him off! I'm going to watch Rescue Lock. I'm going to watch Card Sharks. I'm going to watch something else. And Shane McMahon comes on, click, I'm out. I'm watching it. Because I don't want to see the same fucking thing every freaking week. It's pathetic. That's all I gotta say about that. So, leave me your thoughts and opinions. What you guys think of Shane McMahon infuriating the wrestlers and taking up so much TV and airtime. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. And that's all I really gotta say about that. So, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to go to bed now. I got to get up for work tomorrow. My final day of work before my vacation. And like I said, I may do videos from Florida next week. I don't know. Depending on my Wi-Fi connection and if I have any time to do it. But we shall see what happens from there. And then if you don't hear from me next week, then you'll hear from me following Sunday. I will be doing videos next Sunday night. I'll be doing my Fighter Fest review next Sunday, June the 30th. So I will be doing that. I will be if you don't see me now and next Saturday. That's why I'm in Florida. I don't have a Wi-Fi connection or anything. No, but I'll be around. I'll probably be on Facebook here and there, on Twitter here and there. You know, I can get the password from where I'm gonna be at, but we'll see what happens. That's all I gotta say about that. So I can keep up to date with Raw and SmackDown, see what happened at the aftermath of Stomping Grounds, so I can keep up to date. You know, I'm gonna be watching Fighter Fest on BleacherReport.com. I'm gonna have my phone and I'm gonna be watching it on the stream. Because I'm in Miami or wherever I'm at in Florida. I'll be watching it. I wish I was going to Daytona, but I'm not even gonna be even near Daytona. I'll somehow buy tickets off a scalper if they're actual tickets. Or if we can go to Fighter Fest. Or Fight for the Fallen on July the 13th. I thought Fighter Fest was in late July, but, I looked it up, it's July the 13th. So, right after Fighter Fest, we got another pay-per-view for AEW coming up, and that's, gonna be another good one. Before All Out in August. That's gonna be a big one. And then we got the TV show to worry about. Where you're gonna get the best reviews for AEW television right here you know, I'm debating whether to put it on my Peter Gilmore channel or leave it, or do it on my Kill Demons channel. But let me know what you want it on, and we'll decide. I'll decide when October comes. We'll decide where I was going to put it on. If I'm going to keep Raw and SmackDown on Kill Demons and put AEW on Peter Gilmore channel. We'll see what happens. But that's all I got to say about that. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Get some sleep, everybody, and I'll see you guys. Well, whenever. Hopefully next week. But that's all I got to say about that. So I'm out. See you guys next week. Peace! Bitches.